Hi guys, we're on another adventure. We're at Drochil Castle Farm, and this is Drochil Castle. On the farm, it's a private farm, and I had to ask permission to come and look at it. So yeah, let's have a wee look around. The people were really nice and said, sure, thank you very much for asking to come and see it, because some people just turn up. So I was able to park down there and make my way up this wee hill. I was trying to go somewhere else earlier today, but it was actually blocked off. It was private as well. So yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I saw some pictures of it and thought to myself, why not have a look? This is a very early looking castle. Now, one thing I've got to watch out for is the gate. The fence here is electrified, so I don't want to blow myself up. And also I probably have to watch for any water as well when I'm in these, because I have been electrocuted in the past. Great way to start a video. But wow, look at that. What a beautiful looking castle. Now I think we can get in here. We've got some dogs in the background who've spotted me. At least I went when I came up to the house. They're just checking me out. But here's the entrance in here. Ooh, look at this. Look at this place. I don't know the history of this place because I didn't get time to look, and often when I'm out in the car and I'm driving around, I'm just picking places. I just randomly pick them and then decide from that point, and there's no signal. So this place has been used as a bit of a barn. If there's any ghost in this castle, if its history is, which I'll be looking forward to having a look at when I get back. Now when I spoke to the owners, they didn't say, they didn't say, oh, can you just have a quick look and then leave. They said, just take as much time as you like. I spoke to a woman of the farm, the lady of the farm, and I pressed the buzzer on their camera doorbell and spoke to them there, so I didn't actually get to see them. You're always taking a gamble. In a previous video we did go up and view a place. We missed a sign that said private. I actually was on the other side of the road, and the guy got a bit shirty. He was racing up in his car and jumped out. I apologise. I didn't see the sign, and he was a bit in my face. We were just polite and we left. But the guy tried to lock us in as well, because there was a gate with buttons you press, and it was wide open when we came in. When we went out, it was shut, and you have to press the button in order to get out. And we couldn't get out. So luckily my friend was able to squeeze through the fence, out the other side, and press the button from the opposite side, which let us out. Otherwise, that man was getting a visit from a very different person that was polite before. Always be polite to the people. Sometimes people don't know, and I understand there's a lot of people that come into these places and just wander around and please themselves. And obviously these places, if they're not, you know, private and on private land, and somebody actually owns this castle, then it's protected somehow. It's just nice that even if this is on private land and somebody protects it, you know, it's not likely to get any graffiti or damage. Although we do have tires in here. Hopefully, I see a bit of hay kicking about. Quick look out here. So I don't want any scares like I have in the past. I can hear the sheep in the background just totally banging away. Oh my, loads of sheep. All together. Right, let's have a look in here. See where this goes. A bit further down. We've got a dead crow. It's amazing. I mean, this structure, how it's made, and how much of it is just intact. Alright, okay. So there was a nest there. So there has been crows nested in here. Perfect home for you, really. You've not got tourists coming in and out here all the time. People don't really care. When you look at this through the viewfinder, we look like we're looking at some sort of skull. It's a face of the castle. No, I was just in Chillingham Castle with some friends for a weekend. We went on a bus trip, and Chillingham Castle, and that was a fantastic place to visit. I was told it could be a little bit touristy and a little bit Hollywood, should we say, but I didn't really find it that way. We did a wee tour, and the gentleman that took us round was really good, and they told us some of the sort of ghost stories of the castle, but also his own private stories, and stories from people that, you know, visited the place and recounted their tales, which is really good because it kind of adds a bit more credibility to what's going on. And we had a few odd bangs and noises that happened when we were there, which, you know, was quite good. Although, before I got here, I was just to the jeweller's to report that my watch was broken, and stopped at the exact time I'd been in that castle. So somehow, I don't know, I've broken it myself or it's broken itself, but it's funny the time, because my friend's glasses also broke. The alarm broke off her glasses in a room that is purportedly, you know, got the curse of a witch. So, yeah, who knows. Bit of fun, we'd say, but it's not a bit of fun when you got to go and pay to get your watch fixed. The crown was completely pulled out. See the chapel over there. Sure. He might pop over and go. If you ask permission. there. I won't attempt to climb up any of this because none of it is secured. I really don't know what could fall. So it is potentially dangerous coming at a location like this, so you gotta be careful. I know I say this every video, I sound like I'm moaning, but if I'm gonna put it on film and I'm gonna, in a way, advertise this place, which I'm not doing, I want to make sure that you're safe when you come, and you think twice about it when you come to these places. Respect the building and it will respect you. One of the pictures I saw of the place was, I think it was this corridor and there was a sword. And I was like, ooh. Oh, yeah, and birdage here. I'll get a quote on my mate's random bird. Random sheep. Random donkeys. You can see all the floors. So it's quite a large structure. I'm watching my footing as well. There's a lot of debris on the ground. Flappy pigeons. I see you. The bonus of being a pigeon, you get to stay in this. You can see what I can't see. That pigeon went over there, went right up that what looks like a fireplace. I do need to get a drone out at some point. I do have one, but I'm thinking of switching it out, so I'll get some drone footage into some of these videos eventually. Rooms back here. Hopefully we will kind of kind of walk around it. Get an outside view. There's a door out. This looks like some sort of great hall or maybe kitchen area. Because that just looks like a tunnel there. I'm moving around, but yeah. Ooh. Better get me startled there. It's when you try to get your step and something suddenly flutters away. it gives you, makes you a bit dizzy. And then you fall over. But yeah, this looks like a very large chimney, which there must have been some serious fire here or something. I mean, I don't know, drop it in the comments if you know why this is such a big open area here. Because effectively there's like an arch that goes over here, and whatever is being brought up to the roof, and there's only one window up there. Imagine there's a big roaring fire here, you know, keeping the castle cozy, cooking food, window up there for the heat to come in as the heat rises and goes into that room. You know, I'm no heating expert slash plumber slash, you know, but I know a chimney when I see one, unless it was some sort of way of getting things to the top. There was maybe a pulley system up here. I don't know. A secret escape route, possibly. Definitely the weather for today for viewing Castle, because it was raining on the way up from Carlisle, Gretna. Heavy rain into Glasgow, Falkirk, back to Edinburgh. It started to clear up, and today temperature has been a little higher in points than it suggested. Let's have a look over here. There's a wee bee. Make sure not to hurt you. Have a quick look out here. We can get around here. Check that room out on the way back, I think. Maybe. And those classic holes in the wall for like who's at the back door? Stick an arrow through or a gun. Covering an angle up here so you could shoot up this direction or look up this direction, and you notice that the way it's tunneled as well. It's quite a common feature in a lot of these places. The room I was in earlier. So you can get up here. You have to walk through this sticky part, so you can kind of see here at this level more from this location here. Where we were earlier. Put my feet in the back. Because it's clear. Some poppies. Beautiful. I've seen poppies. And oh, here we go. Some side stones here. Maybe just have a wee look. Oh, this is older parts or just from somewhere else. I'll just stick back a bit. Yep. Pretty sure if that's must be stone that's up there. It almost looks like wood, but it's stone. Keep my eyes peeled because I don't disturb anybody, but if they see me and they don't know I've asked to come in, then they'll fly in the hand. They'll come over. So, the entrance there. Interesting. High up. I wonder would that be in 2 levels? If you go in that way, what was round the castle and what was the actual entrance? Whether that's just a fancy window for somebody up here, because of the design around it, or all just part of the design, or whether it's an entranceway, whether there was maybe a door there at a point, maybe some wooden structure along here, who knows. Certainly over here we've got another one of these peak holes. And you can see the elaborate carving, the checkered carvings on this structure here pointing out. A shot of that window. Possibly, you know, coat arms might have sat in it. I haven't seen one yet, but maybe I'm not looking in the right place yet. Walk round. We'll come back round. We'll go back to that room once we walk round. If I suddenly switch off the camera, it'll be because I've seen somebody or they've seen me. So a little dike here. And back of the castle, you can see. This round, almost like gatehouse structure, turret, or whatever you call it. See exactly why we've got electric fence there as well now. It's bulls. I think they're bulls. Alright. Coming back to this entrance and walk through. Come out the front and we'll call it that. Hopefully you can hear me. did a whole video once with the wrong attachment on the front, and all you could hear was the wind. Watermarks. It's always interesting when you see those on gravestones. It's almost like the gravestone itself had its own skeleton and it's rotted away. So back in here, back to where we were before we walked round and out. Back into this area. It's a little mound here in the middle. I'm in the right shoes today. I've got my waterproof walking trainers on. I say waterproof, but they've not been sprayed for a while, but they've stood up so far. We're in this room here. Oh, it's dark in this one. Oh, this has got big nests in it as well. You know, they look a little bit intimidating when you turn the corner, because you expect to see some sort of, like, I don't know, hairy feathered creature, something like Terry Gilliam, or, you know, the Dark Crystal. I'm sure some of you have watched those films, or Terry Gilliam's films, or The Dark Crystal, the Jim Henson stuff. You know what I'm talking about. A hairy crow person. Skeksis, I think that's what they were called. But yeah. Covering the peak hole, amazingly enough, you know. Crows had multiple entrances. They can sneak in and out of there and then sit in the nest. I don't get any strange feelings about this place, but who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's definitely the most interesting feature. The potential, or the possible giant fireplace with the biggest chimney I've ever seen, and the one window. There's no way to get in and out there, so it's not like a corridor or anything, or a room, but maybe storage area. Who knows? It's a bit precarious there. Be careful. Don't want that in the napper. You know, with these castles being ruined, or, you know, is anybody, when was the last time anybody actually stayed in this before it became a ruin? I'll have to have a look at that. Does it still contain secrets, this castle? Possibly the owners do. Some of them amazingly don't. Some of them take interest in research. Some of them keep them on their lands and they just lock them up so you can't get into them. And then you've got nice people like this who allow you to have a look around if you're polite and ask beforehand. Let's take a walk out. Try not to fall on the way out. Another image of the front, or this side. But yeah, this is a Drochil Castle. Farm on the farm. But hope you enjoyed this wee walk around. I'm glad I came to check it out. I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe and all that jazz, and drink plenty of water. Catch you later. Bye.